Nnamdi Kanu's release confirmed as governors meet to sign him out of prison as shorties. All right, dear listeners, I greet you. I greet everyone out there listening to me through the channel. You are all welcome to yet another interesting episode coming from the Lord TV. Now, in fact, it's still too tight now. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will now need to rise and do the needful. The lawyers of the IPOP leader, Nnamdi Kanu, have decided to take a very strong and smooth move. Not just involving the governors of the Southeast this time, but going out of Nigeria to get legal practitioners from different countries. Now, it will no longer be lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu that will be intervening now. It's now going to be lawyers from different international countries, the global body lawyers, the international country lawyers. Now, they are now the one that decided to assemble in just one voice to seek for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, inviting one of the most reasonable governor of the Southeast, Peter Mbah. Please, I would like you to pay attention to this very video.
And one of the division officers told them that they are not receiving their money as you claim. And I noticed it that one of their magistrates, who happens to be my friend, used to God. They said that they don't have the car. And I was asking, how do they have their money and they don't even have the car? What do you mean? They are in the from the United States. And from over now, nobody is here. And the essence of that is seeing those things of that by the people of South East. So you are doing well. You are doing well on the right. I can give it to you. Please, I want you to intensify effort. Let me know how you will do this. So that we have this. Thank you, God bless you. Some political honorable or his political meaning decides to stay at home. It is not my job to compel that person to come to work. But I can assure you for free that if you do want to come to work on Sunday and operate in a safe and secure environment, you are free to do so, and it happens happening everywhere in any day. And today is Monday, we don't need to, you can just do your survey and do your assessment. That's enough. You know, for us, with the judiciary, given our background, we take the judiciary very seriously. Okay? We respect the autonomy of the judiciary. And everything that we do with the judiciary, we go through the budgetary process. And once those items are captured in our budget, we net them to the latter. They actually get their funds from the state consolidated revenue funds. And that's what happens here. Okay, and they determine what they have budgeted. So if indeed there is issue of vehicles, they need to, of course, by now we have started the budget review committee is already set up. And the cost circulars have all gone out. So it's expected that all the various ministries, all the different arms of government will be able to bring in their budget, and it will be indicated. Once those items are captured in the budget, they are then implemented from a front The next question was on there. So I think you talked about application, so we will address that. Also, I'm sure some of you followed my position about Nnamdi Kanus.
All right, my dear listeners, that is a very wonderful one and a good one, a very good one. You can see that it is not just the voice of the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that are involved in this very agitation. This time around, it is no longer IPOP that are agitating, but lawyers from different international communities, global bodies, and countries. These lawyers has decided to take it up this time, saying that whether Tinubu likes it or not, they will now take the bull by the horn. Now, there is a legal conference, that's an NBA conference that will be coming up in Enugu. So they are trying to see how they can inculcate the request for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release in that very conference, because it is a conference of the Nigerian Bar Association. So this is the essence for this very meeting. You see that now. So you can see that Nnamdi Kanu's quest for Nnamdi Kanu's release has really gone beyond national matters. It is now international and global. In fact, it's global. It's everywhere. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I don't know, but for your own good interest, it will be very important that you adhere, you concur, and you agree to this very appeal. Now, especially now that it has now involved the international lawyers. You understand? I know what I'm saying. Please, my dear listeners, let us do our own propagation. Let's do our own propagation by helping to share this video. Let everyone have a clip of it. Be aware and know what truly should be done. I don't talk finish.